Welcome to the channel, folks. Every shot of a 17 handicap golfer. So the first one is a thinned 6-iron, and then we have a putt for par, which we don't make, and then we go and tap that in for an opening par net birdie. Just to highlight, I get 19 shots on this course, but I think in this situation I'll only count 18 for some reason. Never mind. Shot number 2 is a drive that leaks right. Wasn't too bad. Opens up when it gets beyond the bushes there, and then we end up with a heavy contact, which we lose distance, so we end up short right. And then the dreaded short game, so we pull that, chip and overhit it, and then we proceed to come up short on the chip by quite a long way. And then we 2-putt from here, which not very good at all, but definitely don't practice short game enough, so can't expect anything else. So then we just very poor shot on the third hole, and we end up in the right hand rough. And then here we end up hugging the right hand side and hit a tree, and it actually bounces out, which was very fortunate. And we had a good chip kind of pitch shot, slightly a bit hard, but I'll take that all day. And then we have a good look here, so good look at par. Which we don't make, but we gave it a good roll. Fourth hole, stroke index 1, and we're in even par net, and we had a good drive, pretty much right up the middle, and then proceed to duff the second shot, which is pretty standard for me. And then here we had a really good third shot, except for the direction, of course, which is long and left, and here you can see me looking at the club, so we selected the 9-iron instead of pitching wedge, so kind of head in hand moment there. So we'll see as we go forward. It's not exactly the greatest start. Lose so many shots with the short game, and as I said, I don't practice it enough, so that's definitely a focus for this year. So this is probably my, in fact this is my first round of the year, so just a bit late getting back on it again. So we go and try and just chip it down here, but you'll see here again, just come up short. Just lacking commitment and a bit of confidence. It's all downhill, so the last thing I was trying to do was go long, but yep. And then again we come up short with the putt. So definitely lots of work to be done. And if I'm being 100% honest, I think sometimes when I'm playing well, I don't feel like a 17 handicap golfer. But then you see this stuff and, you know, scores don't lie. So hole number 5, we hit it a bit heavy and come up short. And then here again we just lack a bit of commitment. Didn't take much to be good, just a little bit more, but just came up short. And then not the worst chip in the world, just direction was way off. And then we'll go ahead and stick this in, I think. Nope. So as you see, another 2-putt from there, you know, giving myself pretty much no chance. So 2 over net and a really good drive here. Again, it was a half decent shot, but it just came up a bit short, and then a little bit of frustration starting to creep in. And then we go ahead and hit a really good shot here actually. And then lo and behold, yep, putting let me down again. So we pull this onto the opposite fairway, which is not ideal, but better than right, that's for sure. And then we hit a decent shot in, but go out just a little bit long. You might not be able to see it here, but this green is severely sloped from right to left. Maybe it's kind of just landed on a part of the green, or just off the green where it's not as bad. But so we hit a good putt here, and then we tap this in for a par. So sticking in there, just trying to not get too frustrated. Trying to play my handicap and not worry about versus scratch. So good little par 3 here, blind tee shot, and we just block it out to the right. But we missed the rest of the footage. I don't know if I've got a press record, which happens a couple of times here. Not too bad a drive, safe and across, and yep, just another poor contact. Comes up short, loses distance, you name it. So yeah, we hit a good contact on this one. Just a bit of distance control needed. Short would have been better, but at least we're putting. And then of course again we just missed the putt. And we move on. So that's us through 9 at the moment, and we're 1 over net, which is actually okay. So we hit a not too bad drive. Drive's usually too much, but it's into the wind. And then we heavy contact yet again, so it comes up at way short. Well, short left I should say, sorry. Not too bad this shot, but just overhit it. See it rolling on. So just anything around the greens, it's just a bit messy. So definitely heaps of improvements to be made. And then we'll go and tap that in. So bogey net par, remain at 1 over net. Looks like a good drive there, but a bit high in the face and spinny, so it's short, sorry. Good contact with the 6 iron, but we pull it left. Between the trees was the target really. And then we've left with a really difficult shot here. Downhill lie, up over the bump, downhill green, and yeah, I just get really scared of it and lack some commitment. So we have another attempt, and not too bad, but come up way short. So again, just lacking any sort of confidence in the short game. And then we go in 2-putt. So I forgot to, as it says there, I forgot to add the extra shot on the score for some reason. So for the next few holes or so, it's actually +2 net. So we missed the drive recording, but we ended up out in the edge of the fairway in the rough, and then we just hugged the right hand side. We're very lucky to even find this, to be honest. And there's a big slope to the left there, so as you can see on the right now. And then we go ahead and try and make this putt. But just as normal, we don't really make any, or we haven't been making any putts. But we're keeping the head, which is probably some people ask you what your strengths is, what your weaknesses are. I don't really have them. I don't think it's great strengths in terms of the game at the moment, so I think that is the strength. So yep, so the 8-iron just misses a green on the right. Good effort anyway, and then we just chip and run a sand wedge up. Direction again a bit off, but at least we're putting for par. And we give this one a really good roll, which I felt this was the best putt I'd hit all day. It even looked like a good roll. And then we hit a good drive. Wind behind is a little bit off the right, I think, but we end up stuck under a tree, so we have to just kind of punch it out. And we make a good effort. It comes up a bit short, but a good effort nonetheless. Gets us back in play. And then we go for a long putt off the green. Long is dead here. If he gets caught up in that rough and it's on a downslope, it's pretty difficult. So we make a good effort there. We give a acknowledgement to the camera for some strange, stupid reason, and then we go ahead and make a par. So net birdie. So that would be 1 over net actually. Long par 3 here. We hit a good shot. But as you see, just the whole fairway slopes to the right, and we came up short and it just bounded down. So we just try and chip it up, chip and run slightly, but we just overdo it a little bit. We take the safe route far left, just to make sure we don't pop off the green at the right, or don't make it up at all for that matter. And we leave ourselves with a par putt. Which we don't make. Spoiler alert. So we really overcooked that one. But we make the return one, so again, bogey, net par. So that's the biggest thing for me, and for anyone else that ends up watching this. If you've got any sort of handicap, it's just to play to the handicap. The mindset changes so much. So we pull that to the left rough, and then we make a good swing from the rough, and we get a good bounce down here, and end up on the green. So we have a long putt for birdie. And we come up short, and we've got more work than it looks there. But these ones, you should be making at least 50% of these putts, which I'm not at the moment. So practice required. And as you can see there, we make a bogey after being on for a birdie. Not good. Still net par though. So we hit a drive here. We're still playing this one still plays winter green, but only because they're moving the green on the 17th. Then we make a good attempt at the chip shot up, so we just off the green a little bit. So we've got a birdie putt here, and we make a good effort. Direction maybe off a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and tap this one in and make our par net birdie. All good. The views on this course is absolutely unreal. So we're in the west of Scotland at Routenburn Golf Club, which is my home course. It's a short course, but it's slope 126, so it's pretty tricky. Lots of blind shots, great views, as I said. So we make a good swing on that tee shot, end up putting for birdie, and we make a good effort, a good go of that one. And then again we go and knock it in. So we finish with par, and there you can see the scores. So I actually get 19 shots on here, so it would be 1 under, but even so, par is good. So just for everyone out there, again, play at your handicap. It makes so much difference, it really does. And thanks for watching.